Hi, Pamela. My name is Matt Gress, and tonight I'm coming to you from just outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and Hartsville, Tennessee. Just wanted to respond to your post. I found it interesting, and all the discussions this week were pretty interesting. So I'm just going to dive right in. First of all, I enjoyed the first paragraph of your discussion, just talking specifically about some of the youth from Arab countries and some of the identity issues that they were having because some of them had been educated in American schools, and now they were coming back and they had conflict within each other. They conflict, as you say, within themselves and the culture and the religion familiar to them. And so they were having difficulty, as you say, embracing a new way of life, now clash with being seen as a weak and shaming family. So it's just interesting in all of the discussion board posts that I've read this week, everyone's take on the different populations that we had looked at, and in terms of the different readings, being China, and then in counseling beyond U.S. borders, there were several different countries, Pakistan, etc. So it's just been interesting to read that part of it. And then the second part of your post is really what I wanted to address in my response even more, which is you say each counselor realizes the need to be respectful to the presenting culture and face the realities of their own biases brought into the counseling situation based on their cultural background. And that's so true. And I think Peterson et al. In our book, Counseling Across Cultures, from 2016 really backs this up. On page 77, they say a counselor's multicultural awareness includes an understanding of his or her own assumptions, biases, values, worldview, theoretical orientation, privileges, and so forth. Without this awareness, counselors may unintentionally project their own values and assumptions onto clients, fail to realize how their own actions are perceived by their clients. I think that's a really important one there too. Or misinterpret clients' actions, intentions, and so on. And so just as you say, and obviously they back it up there, that even if we're not intentionally doing something, just having those biases and not being aware of them can cause us to come across incorrectly to our client and also to perceive our clients incorrectly. And then I just want to take that point and take it even further. And I found it just an interesting little discussion in the article we read from 2009, Counseling Beyond U.S. Borders. One of the people that were interviewed, Berliner was the last name. They say she looks at the ACA membership certificate hanging on a wall in her office. There are words on their certificate that I believe best summarize my experience of counseling outside the U.S. Uniqueness of each individual. I believe that working overseas requires a continuous search for an understanding of that uniqueness. I learned to guard my counseling from any attempts to fit my clients in any familiar previously formed concepts. And so that's really fascinating to me, the way that is worded, in that we should continuously be seeking the uniqueness of each individual client that we serve, and not just assume they fit completely into whatever culture we are counseling within, whatever location, country, place in the world, or even just like, as we've been discussing, just different cultural belief systems amongst groups of people. Yes, there are threads that are woven between, they weave in and out of different cultures, and we kind of find as being more common, but each individual client is unique in their own way. And so, Pamela, I think all the thoughts you said about just really being respectful of the people we work with, the cultures that we are in, the countries we are in, and then doing our best to be aware of our own biases, that will help. So, Pamela, I ask you this week, what do you do when you find yourself sort of fitting people into boxes? How do you overcome that yourself? Hi, it's been great being in this class, and I hope you have enjoyed it as well. Pamela, best wishes to you going forward.